Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another Get the Look. This time it's super simple. I'm doing Camila Cabello, and who else is like so into her new album? I'm so obsessed. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's very classic. Kind of Guess ads, I want to say. Isn't she like the face of Guess too? Maybe that's why I'm thinking that. I just feel like she always just does like that classic wing eye, but it's like in such a particular way to really like elongate and like make your eyes look. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So if you're interested in that, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm starting with priming my face first with this Rose Flash Balm. This one is ultra nourishing. Oh my god, you can actually use it as a mask as well, but I'm obviously just using it as a primer today because it does make for such a great hydrated base. To add some dewiness to the skin, I'm using the Secret Potion from Red Earth, and you can see the amount of reflect it gives here. So I'm applying that to the high points of my face so that it can peek through the foundation I'm going to layer over top for that really luminous skin. For foundation, I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter, and I'm going in first with my finger and then the foundation brush. And then just to make sure that everything is looking nice and natural, I'm soaking up any excess with my beauty blender. I'm adding concealer now, so this one I love. It's by ColourPop and it's the perfect consistency to me. And I'm blending that out with my Real Techniques concealer brush. And I'm also taking the excess onto my lids just as like a little bit of a primer. And then I'm setting all of those creamy base products with this Sheer Radiance powder by Laura Mercier. For brows, I'm taking my super beat up ColourPop brow pencil and filling in any sparse areas. Sometimes I do get a bit heavy-handed, like you can see here. So I'm going in with my spoolie just to make sure that everything looks a little bit more natural and not so harsh and defined. For bronzer and also to define my face, I'm using this Nudestix All Over Face color in Bondi Bay. I love this. And can you even believe how dry these lips are? My god, sorry if this grosses you out, but girl, yes, get that chapstick. This one is so cute, by the way. It's by Meow Meow Tweet and it smells delicioso. Okay, moving on to highlight. I'm taking this Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Wand. You just twist the applicator and punch it onto your face. I love it's super easy and so beautiful. That's all my creamy products, and now I'm going to start setting all those with some powders. So grabbing the bronzer from the Becca and Chrissy palette, I'm going over the existing bronzer just to help define it a little more and set it like I said. And also setting that concealer I applied on my lids, which also helps give the eye some warmth and tie it in with the rest of my face. Now I'm taking the blush from the same Becca palette and applying that to the apples of my cheeks for a nice coral pinky flush. And just to make sure everything looks blended and not too harsh, I'm using that Radiance powder again with this Laura Mercier finishing brush, which gives a lighter hand, so it just kind of kisses my face with it. Going into the eyes, I'm first applying the bronzer with a shadow brush onto the crease so that the lid is a little bit more defined. And with my finger, I'm reaching into the highlight shade in the Chrissy and Becca palette and applying that to the lid. I think having a bit of that satin sheen makes the eyes look more alive. It kind of gives your eyes that little bit of sparkle, like sultry vibes that we want. So now it's time to take a deep breath and go for the cat eye. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't be intimidated by liquid liner. I know I've always been that person as well, but if you mess up, you can always grab Bioderma, which you are about to see me do. So I started off by looking down and applying the liner, which I would not recommend actually. You can see that the liner looks a little bit funny, like it's sitting too high on the center, and we want it to look more like a straight, pulled out cat eye for this Camila look. So I'm taking some Bioderma on this Q-tip. It's actually called a cosmetic applicator. That's what it said on the package. So it has a finer tip, and I think these are perfect. I'm gonna try to link some below, and I'm just cleaning that up. So then I'm grabbing an eyeshadow brush and dusting some more of that shimmer shade to my eyelid, anything that I wiped off. Super easy, super fast. So this time I'm looking straight ahead as I do my liner, and you can see that I get a much straighter line. So I like to kind of bounce back and forth from eye to eye, but now I'm just continuing the cat eye by applying the liquid liner on the lower lash line, just on the outer half though. I'm taking the liquid liner and forming that wing up and out. This really helps elongate the eyes and give you those sultry eyes that we want. Again, if you mess up, you can just take the Bioderma and that Q-tip. It's super easy to clean up a liquid liner. And then I start connecting the two together. So just small strokes, and soon you'll have your fully formed wing. And then I always do this with my nail just to kind of perfect the end while it's still wet. It kind of hurts, not gonna lie, but it definitely always helps to define that flick. I'm taking the Master Kajal by Maybelline on my waterline again, just on the outer half, and also tight lining. This really helps tie the cat eye together. It looks super intense and finished once you do that. And for mascara, I'm taking this dual end one by Clinique. So one side is the white fibers to give them extra length and thickness, and the other side is black. You want to really fan the lashes outward because this also helps with the illusion of a cat eye and that like elongated, pulled out look. So we want all the drama on the outer half of our eyes. Falsies will definitely help in this department, so maybe go for individuals or cut your strip lash so that you only place it like on the outer half. It'll definitely give you a lot of drama. So with a brush, I'm just cleaning up that mascara mess that I did, and I'm grabbing this Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette. I'm taking the neutral brown just to add a bit more dimension to the eye, so concentrating the shadow on the outer half, but also kind of blending into my crease. And also, I love to add shadow to the lower lash line, and it just helps define it a little bit more. I don't know, I just feel naked when I don't do it. So for highlight, I went ahead and stuck with the Chrissy palette again. This one has a peachy undertone that complements the blush beautifully, as well as like the bronzer and I think my complexion. So adding that to the cheekbones, nose, and Cupid's bow. And to pop the inner corner, I'm taking this shimmer shade from the Wet n Wild palette. To finish up the look, I'm taking this Pretty Nude liquid lipstick by Pixi. I wanted to keep it very classic. And hitting my face now with some MAC Fix Plus just to make sure nothing budges. Finished look, super easy, and I'm super into this like sexier kind of cat eye. I never really connect my bottom liner like that, like she did, so I was noticing that she does that all the time in like all of her photos. I like look at so many different inspirations, but anyways, they were always connected at the bottom like that, and I'm like, oh, no wonder she always looks freaking sexy. I was doing the wrong cat eye, guys. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And as always, I'm open to any other suggestions. Who do you want to see next on a Get the Look? And let me know if maybe like outfits are something that you guys would like to see included in this. I think that would be kind of fun. So give this a thumbs up if you were into it, you liked it. So I will meet you down in the comments below so we can talk about everything, and maybe we can talk about Camila's album. Let me know what song you guys are loving. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.